Hey everyone, nice and green out here. Can you hear the birds singing? And you can't hear any scooters or any noisy people. Because we're out looking at a house. I'm not telling anyone where it is. But we're out looking at a house right now. Mum found it. And we're waiting for the guy to come and show it to us. This might be an option for us to move into. It's about 10 kilometers from town, so I'll have to get some sort of transportation to go till and from work and all that. But yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. There's some furniture left in there. It looks like an old school. It's very, very high ceiling. And all these three windows are all living room, and it's got the upstairs as well. But not getting too excited. Well, we are getting excited because this looks promising already. But yeah, we'll wait to see the kitchen and all that, and how everything looks. But oh, that window needs to be fixed, Paul, up there.
Oh yes, yeah, we'll have to point that out.
So, but the house looks very, very healthy, and it's got satellite dish and everything. That's Mum, and yeah, it's leaning up. The reason why I think it's an old school because there's a house there as well. And another one around the corner for that, and that's why I think these three, this garden also is a shared garden. We got kits already, that's fine, we don't mind a couple of kits. So, yeah, interesting to see. This could possibly be the new home of Paul and me. And they got aircon, which would be lovely in the summer. Just hope it works. But it does look like an old school. I mean, if you look in there, you can see the clock above the door and extremely high ceilings. There's some work to be done, but that doesn't scare us. So yeah, got a brand new, almost brand new carport. So cross your fingers, guys. This might be a future home. We are very positive, especially because it's in a quiet area. We want to live. There's no much noise. It's just on the countryside. It's about. The only downside of it is there's a little bit of work to be done. Not a little bit, it's quite a bit, but it doesn't scare me. And another thing also that it is about 10 kilometers away from town. It's about 6 miles in American measurement. So we are very intrigued about it. It's got a massive living room. I mean, it used to be an old school, and the living room used to be the old gymnast room, whatever you call it. So that is a massive place. There's so many possibilities there, and well, we both feel very up to it. We got 2 or 3 days now to think it over, like will we go for it or will we not go for it? Because there's another house which my mum found that could possibly also be a good option because it's closer to town and it's about the same size. But yeah, this could be maybe somewhere new for us to live. Just walking home in the park, it's lovely here. I mean, see how beautiful it is? This is where we go down when we fly, and I'm down here alone again tonight. Just went down and fly. I actually didn't fly all 3 batteries, I only flew 2 batteries this time. It's a bit lonely alone, and it's not as fun when Mike is not around here. So I decided to go home instead. Plus I got work tomorrow, and I need to a meeting at my union first. So yeah, plane came down in one piece again, but I'm starting to build a new one shortly, because she's getting a bit wobbly all over, because all the crashes we've done. So yeah, there's 2 guys standing by the cars and looking like, hey, what's that you built? That looks cool. I mean, how can you fly that all that? So they're quite amazed to see that it was so simple to get something like this flying. And yeah, it's a bit strange being down here on my own. I used to have Mike around me. That's okay. We're really excited about the house. We're both very, very interested in getting it, and I think there's quite a big chance of us moving out there. I just need to sort out some transportation so I can get from there into town and get my train to work, because we haven't got a car. So I need to have my scooter fixed some way, one way or another. I don't know how, but I'll probably figure out. So I'm just on my way back home, and I'll have a shower. I don't need to go to bed until 12 or something like that, so still a little while. I mean, it's 10 o'clock now and it's still light, so that's Denmark for you in the summer. I bet anyway it's like the same. So yep. But yes, if we can get out there. The only downside of that house is the bathroom is downstairs, where the main living is upstairs, except the living room is downstairs and the hallway and the bathroom. And then if we want to, there's no workshop, sadly. There's like a carport, as you saw, but there's no workshop, and there's no like spare room for I could use it as a workshop. Though I will have my own office, and Paul will as well, because we got 3 bedrooms. But massive living room. That's so large, really extreme. So yep, cross your fingers, guys, and we might get it. We're going to speak with the people on Friday about the house, because at the moment the floors in the living room, which is the biggest room in the whole house, got no carpet or wooden flooring on it. And I want them to put that down if they want us to move in, because I'm not moving in just having a concrete floor. I don't want carpet particularly. I really would like a wooden floor because it's a very large floor and it's easier to keep clean. So maybe one day when we can afford it, we might going to get one of those robot hoovers to go around and clean for us. I mean, it is a 90 square meter living room alone. I mean, the apartment we got now can fit inside the living room. Crazy. So yeah, alright guys. I will talk to you maybe a bit later, and see you soon. Yeah, switch off. Back home from a flying trip. That was so nice, and I just met Mike on the way back home. He actually came home same time as me, because he'd been out picking up some new lights, not new, but used front lights and a bumper, which he had free from his brother's friend for his car. So that's going to be one of his projects, and yeah. So I'm just in here and getting all my calendar sorted. This is my work calendar. I bring this around me all the time. It tells me all my appointments and my shifts and all that. I mean, all that there means skin doctor, dermatologist. So yeah, I need to have this with me. This is my living Bible. This is the one showing me. I know it's like, why don't you use your iPhone for that? Well, because I could go out of power. I could have forgot my charger, and I could drop it so it broke or something like that. So a lot of things could happen. This one here, it can take some beating, and it doesn't need charging. So yeah, I know technology is lovely, and I used to love only using technologies, but on this occasion where it's quite important for me, I will stick with my normal calendar. So yeah, that's fine. And what else? Well, I'm just sitting here in the house, and you guys, if you want to see some pictures from inside, because you haven't seen it, have you? So I better go and do this, because I put the pictures on my Facebook page, and I could show you guys. I could show you how it looks like. Alright, here you go. This is the living room from inside. It's a bit messy and all that, because the people who used to live there before just moved away. And left almost everything there, and it's quite neglected really, but I can see through all that. I'm not afraid. The ceilings I had to do something with, and that's another view. It's a very, very large living room. Really, I hate the ceilings there, and the windows used to be all the way up, but they made small windows in there and blind off the top. And I think that's nice, because they are very large windows, and that room would be too bright if they didn't do something about it. You see Paul, he's almost 2 meters tall. He's 6'5", about 6'5.5" or something like that, totally. That's him stretching up, so you can see how high the ceiling is. And I'm a short ass, so I got plenty of room in there so I can fly my helicopters. It used to be an old gymnastics room when I was in school and back in the old days, so it's got a bit of history to that house, which is nice. This is the entry. That's a carport out there, and you walk into a very nice size entree, which looks nice. It got the same horrible ceiling though, so I need to sort that out. And yeah, so and that's the entrance. Well, it's a lot larger that way, and the living room's over there. There's a staircase which goes up there, turn to the left, and then go upstairs again. So you get to the top floor plan. That's the staircase. In there is actually the bathroom, or the roof of the bathroom. So it's not a very large bathroom, but it's fine. It's bigger than what we got at the moment. The only downside is there's no window in there, but maybe that could be sorted. Maybe they could be put a window in just to get some lights in there. I don't know. Might be a possibility. So never mind that. That's the upstairs staircase. We've got this nice little area here, and that could possibly be like a nice little seating area where we would have our breakfast and dining rooms. Not dining room, probably that would be in the big living room, but this would be like everyday eating. Have a nice little table with 4 chairs, something like that, so we can sit there. And I noticed all the walls, they got brick walls, which is painted white. That looks so lovely. I love that. And it's very high ceilings, both downstairs and upstairs. This is the hallway in, straight away, and that's the kitchen in there, and that's also the kitchen door there. And in there, in that first door is the walk-in closet, and the bedroom's down here. And then there's another bedroom going out there. and you'll see that in a minute. There I'm taking the picture. This is actually the walk-in closet. You see the closet there. That's the master bedroom. It's not very large, but it's big enough to fit the bed in there. And we don't want that much space in the bedroom because it's only a place where we do sleep. We're not planned to be completely spending 24 hours constantly in there. So it's not going to be a living room. Out here is probably where Paul's going to have his little study office, because the out there, yeah, that's the walk-in closet and that's the bedroom. I don't know why they have a pillar for sofa in there, but Paul is probably going to have his desk out there, and so that's going to be his desk where you can sit, and you got a window there you can open. There's nice oven-like windows, and they're not very low, the walls here. When Paul stands up, I think his head's about here, so they're not very low. That's great, so you wouldn't be annoyed with it really. That's the second little office. It's not very large, but it's big enough for me to have my desk in, and maybe a unit where I can have some stuff stacked on. So that would be perfect for me. Long end of the kitchen, but we're going to rearrange the kitchen. Yeah, like we haven't got money for it, but not yet. But we will try slightly and do a little bit of change. As you know, we got one of the American fridge, which is two-door. One is a fridge and the other one's a freezer, and it got like a water dispenser on it. We're going to move that away, that unit there, and push the fridge down there. All this is coming away because these are very low and Paul is quite tall, so we need to have some tabletops which are going to be raised if we can get it. And that's the other end of the kitchen. That wall there, the guy who took us out there, he said you could take that down, and we think we will, because that would open up that kitchen so much more. We don't need that wall there. We don't need a hallway upstairs, so that whole wall, entire wall, would go away. And there's just a loose wall, and when you push you can just feel there's a soft wall, so that should come down no problem. And that's the hallway scene from the kitchen. Is there any more? No, we're back to the living room. So there you got a little bit of idea about what we might move into. We haven't decided yet, and we're going to speak with them Friday to see if there might be any slight chances of us going there. Oh, I'm going to be so busy, guys. Take care. Bye. Bye.